BS News. This is Richard Thorndike with BS News for Monday, the 12th of July, 2010. In the words of Mr. Carter, welcome back. Dateline Vuvuzela. Spain beat the Netherlands yesterday in the finals of the World Cup soccer tournament 1-0. This is the third, count them 3 times, that the Dutch national team has lost in the finals, bringing Holland one step closer to becoming the Buffalo Bills of the world.
Oh.
Dateline, the oozing mess. BP today reported progress in installing a new cap designed to capture all of the oil leaking from the well in the Gulf of Mexico. BP described its efforts as, quote, ahead of schedule, presumably meaning their schedule included all of those failed efforts. By the way, if you're counting the amount of oil that's already been spewed into the Gulf, well, then you're not BP. Dateline, the land of the midnight meth lab raid. A new biography of Sarah Palin aimed at kids aged 9 to 12 has been announced. It still won't be written by Sarah Palin, but this marks the first book about Sarah Palin that can actually be read by Sarah Palin.
Oh, man.
The Sarah Palin children's book will be called Speaking Up, which sounds better than Where the Wild Things Are and How to Shoot Them. And finally, Dateline, you can hang out with all the boys. The YMCA has announced that they are officially changing their name to simply The Y, presumably to make it easier to spell for Sarah Palin. The move updates the YMCA's image and makes people who remember the Village People hit feel even older. Oh, what will those cheesy wedding and bar mitzvah DJs do now? This has been BS News for Monday, the 12th of July, 2010. Have a great week.
I just wanted to see if we could time it out. So, okay, check this out. The economy is not recovering here. You know, why? Why is the economy not recovering here? Turns out that our economy can't recover because we can't borrow another nickel. Isn't that interesting? I mean, it looks like almost a quarter of us, 25% of us, 43.4 million people, 43.4 million people now have a credit score of 599 or below. Isn't that insane? 599 or below, making them poor risks for lenders. So lenders won't give you a credit card, a car loan, a mortgage, because the standards are tighter now and your credit is worse now. And that is restricting your access to the needed credit, which is one reason for the lax, slow economic recovery. Gee, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Let's just restrict people's access to credit. Let's just screw up their credit scores and, then not let. And this is the problem with small business. See, small business used to be able to, a lot of small business owners, you know what I'm going to say. You borrowed against your house. You borrowed against whatever you could in order to expand your business, and you can't do that anymore. And it's not because of those, greedy people who bought $300,000 homes when they should have been buying $100,000. No, turns out that today in the newspaper, in the New York Times, the biggest defaulter, this isn't today, this was from last week. I don't know if anybody talked about it or not, but the biggest defaulters on mortgages, rich people. Oh, I'm crying over here.